Hello, welcome to my torch. Today I'm going to make a game piece. I'm going to do a technique that we refer to as off the rod. If everything goes well. Based on a game piece that was found. So the longest rod you see here, I will be melting that entire rod to make the game piece. You can use a bead rounder. You can use a marble rounder or nothing at all. I choose to use the marble rounder to help me. I'm going to be using the middle one. That is about 20, so about 20 millimeters, 2 centimeters. Now this part takes a while, so I don't know if you want to fast forward. This game piece takes about 20 minutes to make, so heads up, that is how long this will take. I use the other blue rod that you see here as what's called a punty to help me hold it. I'll also use a white rod for one end. I just quickly, as fast as I can without getting too stupid. If I get too stupid, I boil the glass and that gives bubbles. And while bubbles look cool, every bubble is a chance for the glass to cool at a bad temperature. If I get impurities as I'm doing it, it'll leave schmutz on the side. And I can pull the schmutz off. Oops. I have a glass jar over here of water. My table is covered with a sheet of steel. I built the table pretty much myself. I found they were putting in a wing stop next to my Starbucks, and they had a pallet for a sheet of glass. So it actually had a big piece of plywood on it. Well, I think it's about a 1/4 inch plywood. Maybe it's solid. Don't know. What I do know is it made a good tabletop. That combined with a metal industrial shelving unit in which I have my two of my kilns on it. Now remember, if you can work with stone, you can make your own marving tools. The same stone that you use to make pewter molds make excellent marvers. I have at least 1 or 2 that I have hand carved. I'm not sure where they are at the moment. But they make absolutely excellent marvers. When this gets too short, I will grab the punty in order to hold this on the other end. Now my Laurel, Mistress Tinker, uses a metal rod as a punty often. One of the mandrels without any bead release on it. I never learned that trick, and I actually am really happy with using metal punties. I mean using glass punties. I also have glass punties that are a higher hardness that I can use. Now the rod is getting hot, and so what I'm about to do is that. And I'll just watch this rod melt into it. If you find you get too much schmutz, little bubbles, it's just like when you make water into ice. The impurities are what make the ice not clear. So you can clean your rods with industrial grade alcohol. Or you can even soak them right before you use them in an acid like vinegar. Okay. I can either make it round on its own just by working with the glass's natural cohesion, or I can also put it into the marble marver and shorten the amount of time it takes. Now I already knew that this would be bigger than the actual middle one because this is the second one I did today. The thing I like about my marble marver is that the back of it is actually smooth, so I can also use it to roll on. I feel like that looks like a lollipop. Tootsie Pop. I know it's clear, it should be a blow pop. You could smash it and makes it traditional terms. Okay, I'm going to use a stringer because it's faster and I'm lazy. And start putting circles of white. going to melt them in some. I'm going to grab my dental pick, and I will pick one side at a time, go around and drag it. About like slightly soft taffy. I don't want it pure liquid because I don't want it to deform too much. Now it looks like a bunch of cake. Yum. Okay, there were a couple places I wasn't happy with the way the white laid down, so I'm going to drag it and fix it. And that makes me happy. Now I'm going to make it really hot. Bring it back to its molten state to get rid of all the ridges. Again, glass will automatically try to go to its liquid gravity state of pulling back into itself. So sometimes just holding it up and letting gravity work its magic, combined with the science of cohesion. Well, I guess gravity is science too. So let science do its thing. Like to remember where I read it, but it seems that one of the reasons why royalty wanted to drink out of glass in the Tudor era was that they believed that you could not convey poison in a glass cup. Now I need to find where it says that so that I have the evidence. So if you have that evidence, please share it with me. I'm going to impatiently schmutz it. Gotta love schmutzing. Now, one of the dangers of using graphite is that it can brush off on it. I'm lucky it'll burn off before I get it in there, or it doesn't get pushed in. That's what we look like at the moment. Now, I want the marble really hot so that it receives the white glass enough that it becomes part of it. This way it won't snap off later. What I'm gonna do here's what I'm gonna do, folks. What I'm gonna do is heat up the white rod and kiss the marble. Now, here, nope, it unkissed itself. It does that. Damn it. That's more than a kiss. That's okay. It's okay. Fix it in the post. Now, the color that I put on the bottom was the same color as the marble, so that if any of it's left behind, I don't care. It's the same exact glass, so I don't care. Now, one of the things that I noticed on the actual historic piece is that it almost looks to me like the bottom is broken off. For my glassworker friends out there, do me a favor, take a look, see what you think. It's a little wonky, so I'm gonna roll it. Again, I'd like to get it even. Nope. I don't know. I almost feel like it needs another stripe on the bottom. So I'm going to put another stripe on the bottom, because that's what I feel. And then I'll drag those up. Heating the bottom for the most part. However, enough of the flame is riding up the side to keep the whole entire piece evenly heated, which is important so that I don't get thermal shock. is that I have nothing on the bottom. No marks. Now, marble hemostats. I'm listening for a certain sound before I go grabbing it, because I don't want these to leave a mark. And that's how it comes off. Now, because I had a flat spot where I smushed it in, and that's how we throw it on the metal table, which is why we have a metal table. There we have it. Thank you, boys and girls. 23 minutes, just about what I said it would take. That is why I charge $20 for those. Have a good day.